My name's Eric Daniel. I'm the lead pastor at Hillside Christian Church, and I'm really glad that you have found our website and the online studies, and I'm really glad that you've clicked on the Gospel of John study. I've got my Bible here and some notes I've taken. I hope you have your Bible open to the Gospel of John, and maybe even a pad of paper so you could take some notes together as we talk and share. You may have never heard that word I just used, gospel. Well, gospel simply means good news. And this book is John's testimony of the good news about Jesus Christ. Originally, this book was written in the Greek language, and so the word gospel comes from the Greek language into English. And so that's how we've grown to use it over the years. I'm really excited that you're gonna read this book because, John is a really special character. He was a very close friend of Jesus. He walked with Jesus 3 years during Jesus's ministry here on earth. He heard the stories Jesus told. He heard the words and the sermons that Jesus gave. So you're reading the eyewitness account of someone who is very, very close to Jesus Christ. And so I'm excited for you to experience that. And John does have a purpose. There's a reason why John wrote his gospel. In fact, if you turn to the very end of the Gospel of John, it's chapter 20, verse 30 and 31. So John chapter 20, verse 30 and 31, it says this: Jesus did many other miraculous signs in the presence of his disciples, but which are not recorded in this book. But these are written that you may believe Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life in his name. That's a pretty big promise that John is communicating here, that if you believe in Jesus, you're going to have life in his name. And John even goes on to say in his gospel, abundant life. So that's what's in store for you in this study. So that's why I'm excited for you. We're going to have a couple more videos together where I'm going to, talk about the purpose of John's writing of this letter, this book, and also identify a couple of things that are unique about the book. So we're going to have a good time together. Before I say goodbye and kind of turn you loose, this may be your first time ever opening this great book called the Bible, and I just thought I would let you know, this book is actually 66 books put together, and John is one of those. The Gospel of John is one of those 66 books. It's broken into two, maybe first half and second half. We also often call that the Old Testament and the New Testament. So everything in the Old Testament is before Jesus, kind of an easy way to remember it. Everything in the New Testament's after Jesus. And then I also referenced chapter 20, verse 31. Well, every book, all of those 66 books, are broken up into chapters and verses. This is really cool because as we're talking together through this video, I can refer to a chapter and a verse, and you can turn right there and know where I'm talking about, where I'm talking about in the Bible. Also, you can share the stuff you're learning with friends. So kick back, make a hot cup of tea, and enjoy the reading of the Gospel of John.